Hello and welcome to Sweet Connection. I'm your host, Catus. With me today, as always, it's my co-host, Jason Lewis. Jason, how you doing?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah?
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Christmas.
And you're wearing a very nice Christmas jumper.
It's got turkeys.
It's got...
hollies. Pigs and blankets.
Yeah.
Sprouts. Christmas pudding.
Sprouts.
It's a
very
no from
diverse
me.
topic.
Yeah.
Are you saying it's a no?
It's a no.
It's a no from me as well.
Good. I saw this thing on Twitter the other day that was on about the top tiers of Christmas dinner. And it had like bottom tier was like the turkey itself, and the top tier was sprouts. Hold on, let me find it here. I've got it here on my phone.
So sprouts are at the top.
Here you go.
What do you mean? Like,
How
does it work?
You know, like we had that topic the other day, like heroes celebrations or
Correct,
quotations.
yeah.
The definitive ranking of Christmas dinner foods. So you got
Right.
God tier, top tier, mid tier, and shit tier.
Okay,
What do you reckon is in the God tier?
I reckon it's going to be pigs and blankets.
Yeah, there's only 3, by the way. So yeah, pigs and blankets, 1 out of 1 so far.
Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, 2 out of 2.
Oh god, this is tough. What else is good? Roast potatoes.
No, stuffing.
Stuffing's a great shout. Stuffing
Question
is a good
though,
shout.
some people get a bit funny when you put Yorkshire puddings on the Christmas dinner. Why?
I think you should just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I've always had Yorkshire puddings.
So the top tier, so after God tier is top tier. Top tier is cranberry sauce, mashed potato,
Cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce
and
is
broccoli.
gross.
I mean that's shit tier for me.
They're all shit.
Mid tier. Have you noticed we haven't had roast potatoes or the turkey yet? And we're on the mid tier.
Right.
So the mid tier is peas, carrots, and then the turkey.
Right.
So the shit tier, the worst, is sprouts, roast potatoes, and parsnips. I couldn't think of anything more bollocks.
Roast potato. How are they bottom? Roast potatoes are lovely.
Probably because they're the people that could get Morrison's Own's roast potatoes and just shove them in the oven. Whereas if you actually make your own roast potatoes, it's lovely.
They're lovely, right?
Yeah.
Use some goose fat.
Oh,
It's my top tip, right? Goose
that's
fat.
just Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is your Christmas routine? What do you do Christmas? Do you
So-
have like what do you do?
This Christmas is quite nice. We're getting up at 6:30.
That's horribly early.
Because
That's even earlier than it is currently now, which is the earliest we've ever recorded this show, and I'm not happy about it.
3 minutes past 12.
3 minutes past 12 in the morning. Right? This is
In the
horrible.
afternoon.
I'm still hungover from last night.
Cutie pie. So we get up at 6:30 because my mum finishes work at 7 and she works down the road from me.
Yeah.
So she's going to walk to ours, get to mine. I'm then going to go get my dad. So it'll be Christmas breakfast at my house with me, my wife, my mum and my dad. How lovely is that? Then I will drop my mum off and then me and my dad will go to the cemetery just to say Merry Christmas to my granddad.
It's really cheerful, that.
Yeah.
It's exactly the sort of thing that you should bring up on a podcast.
Exactly. And then me and my dad will then go to my sister's and we'll stay there for a little bit. And then I will go back to my mum's where me and my wife have to cook Christmas dinner at my mum's house. And then we go back to my dad's for cheese and biscuits.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds
good day. Lots of food.
Yeah, I've got a slightly different routine this year. Me and Laura are going to my nana's house.
Oh.
Only very briefly, though. So we will only stay for like an hour or so, because it's going to be fucking rammed in there.
Is it? Everyone goes to your nan's?
It's like 15, 20 people, of which
brilliant.
about 7 of them are probably under the age of 5.
Oh.
So it's the sort of thing that I'll turn up, say hello to everyone, but as soon as they start eating, we're out of there.
Okay.
I'm not eating.
What if she makes you a plate of food?
She won't make me put out food, because I've told her that we're not eating.
Okay.
But then we're going back to ours, home here,
Yeah.
and then we're going to have Laura's parents over for some nibbles, and I'm going to get fucking trashed.
So when are you having your roast dinner?
I'm not having a roast
We
dinner.
spoke about this, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm not having a roast dinner on Christmas Day.
The fuck is wrong
Have them on
with
tomorrow. Mate, overrated, I think, roast dinners.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. Don't email in. No one email in. All right,
Does anyone ever email in?
Actually, you might have to wait until the end of the show, Jason.
Oh.
You might find out the answer to that
Oh
question.
my God.
So, you've had your work due, haven't you, now?
Yes.
What happened?
Oh,
How'd
no,
it go?
Shit, to be
I'm
honest
going to
with you.
have an advent calendar chocolate while you spin us a yarn.
So it was December the 20th, my Christmas due. We didn't have the budget to go out, which is ridiculous. So we went to the sandwich shop, as I said, and got a sandwich platter. We ate that. The phone, it was in the office during office hours, so the phone was ringing, but we didn't answer it because we were reckless bastards. Got bored of that, then I went to the pub. That was about it.
that just by yourself, or did you go to the pub
Me and
with
one colleague.
One colleague went to the pub.
Yeah, out of 8 of us.
That's a really depressing Christmas.
Yeah,
that's a bad work
It
day.
worked good. However, tomorrow
Yeah.
we are going out for breakfast as a team.
As a team?
As a team.
At what time, though? Is it early doors?
Yeah, start of the day, 9 o'clock.
That isn't that early, though, is it?
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah.
That'd be nice. I get McDonald's breakfast.
McDonald's breakfast. Very Christmassy of you.
Yeah.
Getting a, whatever they have, an egg McMuffin and some hash browns.
Hash browns.
Hash browns are underrated. They're good.
They are really good.
They're good.
My dad doesn't like them.
Does he not?
That's why I don't speak to him anymore.
Well, that's really in the true spirit of Christmas. Saying which family members that you don't talk to because they disagree with your food taste. But anyway, I went out last night.
Yes.
I went out.
Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome. Well, we had like everyone was back. Everyone was there.
Apart from me.
Apart from you.
Cheers, guys.
Alban.
Fuck the lot of
Saul. Adam. Will. JB. Me.
Loads of people are like,
Kyle.
Who are these people?
Sorry?
All the listeners from America are like, who are these?
Who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Alban? That's what I was saying.
They'll know soon.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good. Very good. I had another curry.
Oh, yeah.
I think that I've had about 17 curries in the past 3 weeks. Because it's just been every week curry. Always have the same thing as well. Lamb boona.
Lamb boona, chicken boona.
Prawn boona. Bag of rice.
4 poppadoms.
4 poppadoms.
Chicken boona, lamb boona, prawn boona, mushroom rice, bag of chips, keema naan and 9 poppadoms.
Can anyone name that programme? Email in.
Email in. What is that quote from? There'll be no prize.
Ben will give you a happy ending.
Great. So I went to the shop today.
Okay.
Because I was planning on buying some sherry and some mince pies because we had said that we'd do it. Fuck me.
Fuck me! How about fuck you?
It's manic.
It was disgustingly rammed. Horrible.
Well, I live in town, and trying to get out of town to come here was fucking horrendous.
I bet it was. Like, I've never seen so many people in Morrison's. Right? If you're
I've got to go there next as well.
You're fucked, mate. You're absolutely fucked. It is horrific. If you're the sort of person who leaves all of your food shopping until Christmas Eve or today, you are a bellend.
I mean,
obviously everyone does it because it was full. Like, it was like the entire population of our town was
ridiculous,
just concentrated in this fucking shop.
I mean, all I've got to get is bread.
It really annoyed me, and I just gave up in the end. I was like, I'm not waiting 45 minutes for a queue. Right?
Christ,
I walked past someone. Right? I had just got in. And she was in a queue, and I was probably there for like 10, 15 minutes, like having a look at trying to get some things. And then I walked back, and she hadn't moved any further in the queue.
Oh my god!
I was like, nope, not worth it. Not worth it.
Lob your trolley down.
Smashed bottle of sherries on the floor. That's what I think of you guys.
So I've got to go there next. I'll get some bread, and I've got to get some pastry, and I've got to get some sausage meat.
Why do people...
So I think I should be alright. I was going to go yesterday, but then I forgot.
Because the shops are closed for like 2 days, and everyone thinks that in the next 2 days they're going to run out of food and die of starvation.
I hate to know. I wonder how much money has been spent in Morrison's today.
Oh.
Like when I went in there last week, someone in front of me in the queue spent £400 and they went in the shop.
What were they even getting?
I don't even know. I don't know how you can spend that sort of money in the supermarket.
400 quid?
Yeah.
Was it like a big trolley, or was it just lots of...
They had 2 trolleys.
2 trolleys?
2 trolleys. 2 of the big, deep ones.
Wow.
The bloke had one and the woman had one. It's like playing supermarket sweep, really.
That is £400.
That's crazy, isn't it? I reckon they got like 2 turkeys, like loads of meat.
That is my food budget for about 4 months.
Yeah.
400 quid.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Have you seen that?
Merry Christmas!
Have you seen that show on TV? It's called like Eat Well for Less or something.
Yeah.
And they find a family that spends like 13 grand a year on food.
It's ridiculous.
And they go shopping like 4 times a week.
It's awful.
And then they
go into I saw one and they'd done that, and then they went into a corner shop like every day as well and spent like 40 quid.
And it's just like, how can you spend 13 grand a year on food that they don't need, because they fucking go shopping and they buy all the stuff, and then they get home and their cupboards are already full of the previous day's shop.
I reckon they throw out a lot of food.
It's all like obviously like rich people, because like if you're poor, you physically cannot spend 13 grand on food a year. You just can't do it.
And they always buy on-brand stuff.
Yeah,
like Walker's crisps.
Yeah.
I mean, Morrison's
Kellogg's
own crisps is so much better than Walker's crisps.
Really? I mean, that
100%.
that is controversial.
No, trust me,
that's
more flavoursome.
Okay, what is your favourite crisps? Should we do like top tier, mid tier?
Right. God tier.
Why don't I throw some brands out
That's
and
easy.
you say yay or nay?
Yeah.
Quavers.
Yay.
Quavers are good.
Yeah.
Whatsits?
Yay.
I'm going to say nay.
Oh.
I mean, I don't mind them. I just wouldn't ever buy them.
Knickknacks.
No.
No.
Underrated. No. Overrated. Yeah. Walkers.
Yay.
Done that one. Walkers is good. No, my favourite crisps are.
McCoy's.
Oh, he's fucking psychic. He's Ryan Gooden.
There you go.
Yeah. Just thick and ridged.
Yeah.
I like a crisp like I like my cocks. Just thick and ridged. Alright.
Oh no.
What are the quiz? How about like sensations?
Nay.
Nay.
Apart from maybe the chicken and rosemary one. But other than that, they're all a bit shit.
So it's kind of a yay then.
Kettle chips.
Oh, kettle chip. They are. You know what? When they first came out like 10, 12 years ago, they blew my mind. They blew my, like, you know, it was like the new thing that had just come out. Sorry?
Elegance chip.
Elegant. And it was just like...
Or chips, as you call them.
Everyone went fucking nuts for them.
Yeah.
They went nuts for them. Speaking of that, actually, we have got some new listeners in Texas and American Samoa.
Oh.
So, yeah, if you're from
Hello.
either Texas or American Samoa, please email in.
You done really well at football, American Samoa, didn't you?
Did they?
They lost 36-0 to Australia.
When?
This is like 2002, but it's like the record loss in like the whole of world football.
36 goals?
Yeah.
How do you...
36-0.
36-0.
Yeah.
Nil as well. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't even score a goal.
No. So, you know, they're really good. Probably just lost that one listener we got now. Probably the goalkeeper for the American Samoa team, I reckon.
He just switches off his phone. It's like, you know what? I can't handle that, all right? I've been getting shit for the past 16 years about letting in 36 goals. And I can't have two guys thousands of miles away take the piss out of me for it. If you're listening, goalkeeper, from there, all right, you're shit. Hang your gloves up, mate. You're not worthy. Get fucked. Right, so I bought a new exciting purchase, which was a robot hoover.
Yes. I saw your Snapchat.
It's fucking terrifying.
Is it good though?
No, it's shit.
Oh.
It really is shit. Basically, it like sort of bumps into something, and then it has like a panic attack, and then it shuts itself down.
Oh, right.
It's bullshit.
But then doesn't it learn to not do that again?
No.
Oh.
No,
How much did you spend on that?
It's like 110 quid.
Are you happy with your purchase?
No, I'm not. I'm going to send it back because it's shit.
Oh.
However,
I'll give you 20 quid for it.
40 quid.
10.
Deal. Negotiation tactics. No, but when I first got it, right, because you have like a little control for it as well.
Yeah.
And so I had turned it on the machine, and I was trying to make it do whatever I wanted to do on the remote, and it wasn't working. It was just going independently, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's independently thinking." And then I realised that the control didn't have any batteries in, so I was like, "That explains why it's not obeying my commands."
What does the dog think of it?
He fucking hates it. In fact, he nearly fell down the stairs actually, because he was standing on the edge of the stairs, right?
Yeah.
And the hoover was like sort of coming close to him, and he had his like eyes on it, and then he turned and like looked at me just as the hoover bumped him, and he jumped over the edge of the stairs, and he like twisted in midair and caught himself like 7 steps down, like halfway down the stairs.
God.
Like he really stuck the landing. I was really impressed by it, because if he hadn't, he'd have just like rolled down the stairs and then got splattered against the stairgate at the bottom of the stairs.
Poor dog.
But he stuck the landing. Athletic, my dog.
Yeah. Rat.
It's not a rat. So that's good. Shall we do our Secret Santa?
Yeah.
So both me and Jason have bought each other presents.
Well, we don't know that.
I mean, yeah, very true. Yeah, you know,
To Ben from X.
It is a Secret Santa.
You bought me a gay novel, haven't you?
I haven't bought you anything, mate.
Oh.
Santa bought you a gay novel. Oh. Shall we unwrap our presents?
Go on then.
Let's swap over. All right, you go first.
It's a book.
It's
I
a
can't
book.
read, so this is good, isn't it?
I mean, just trying to watch Jason unwrap the present is like trying to watch an orangutan trying to work a fucking
Look in the mirror.
iPod. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Do you want to explain? Use your words. Explain what I've got you.
So it's our good friend Chuck Tingle
Chuck Tingle
presents scary stories to tingle your butt.
Do you want to have a read of the blurb?
7 tales of gay terror. Who can I give this to? I'm going to give this to my nephew.
How old is your nephew?
10.
Yeah, that's an appropriate gift.
In the dead of night comes a terrifying scream. Not of fear, but of hardcore gay passion. Between a man and the gay Bigfoot.
And a gay Bigfoot
that haunts his balls. Oh, that's making me ill.
So,
if your butt is already tingling as ferociously as ours, then this
really
is the collection for you. Presenting Chuck Tingle's scary stories to tingle your butt, a 7-book collection of the most bone-chilling tales to ever harden your bone. Within you will find the following masterworks of modern literature.
Yeah, go on.
Bigfoot, pirates haunt my balls.
Oh, that's amazing. Carry on.
Vampire, night bus, pounds my butt. Angry man pounded by the fear of his latent gayness over a dinosaur transitioning into a unicorn.
That's a long title. God, there's a lot to unpack in that title.
My ass is haunted by the gay unicorn conal. The state of California stalks my gay butthole.
I apologise to any listeners from California.
The curse of Bigfoot butt camp.
Good.
Reamed by my reaction to the title of this book.
Wow.
Reader beware. You're in for a boner.
What I was thinking is that maybe you could read some
the really funny thing
extracts
is,
over the next few episodes. Maybe we can have like your own little segment.
I'm leaving this book here.
Yeah. Leave it
The
here.
funny thing is, I actually thought about your present.
Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit hurtful to say that I didn't think about that. I
You
thought about that
You
real
must have
hard.
bought 4 books from this guy now.
I'm his number one fan. I've bought about 4 or 5
The thing
books.
is, I reckon you get emails now like special offers. Ben, I hope your butthole is tingling. Here's another book. Why don't you sign up to my newsletter?
If you like,
Why are the pages of this book stuck together, Ben?
it's like if you like this, you'll love this, and it's like a big old dildo.
Oh,
Shall I unwrap your present?
unbelievable!
Unbelievable, Techers.
Before you open that, I don't know if you remember on the show a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago.
A couple
Jesus.
of episodes ago, we were talking about how my go-to presents are sit in the toilet stuff, like sit in the toilet goal.
yeah.
Just let you know, I couldn't find any of that, so
Great.
you didn't get it.
Oh, I mean, thanks.
You'll like this.
Will I like it though? Oh, a beer boot. Oh, okay, so it's a big glass.
Yeah, and it's also a game. If you
a
read the
game?
back of it.
Look at that. A very nice glass. So it's a big pint glass in the shape of a boot. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so how do you play the games? There's a game, is there? Have over a century of history and culture behind them. Is that true? Commonly believed that a general promised his troops to drink a beer from his boot if they were successful in battle, then creating a glass boot to fulfill his promises to avoid spilling beer in his boot. So where's the drinking game? Oh, okay. So not only does the glass look great for cocktails and a straw on a summer's day, it also works as a challenge to pass around your mates filled with beer. As you get towards the bottom of the glass, the air rushes into the toe area of the boot and pushes the beer out of the glass. Pass the boot around the table and tell your friends to drink the beer without spilling a drop.
Have you got any beer?
We're not... So, yeah, okay. So we're just going to have beer and, like, beer spilling over all of this equipment. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We'll save that for later. Well,
Merry Christmas.
I sort of feel bad that that you actually put some thought into my present.
I didn't. It was the cheapest thing in
and I just bought you. I just bought you a gay erotica book.
I knew you would. I just knew it.
I think everyone knew that I was going to do that. but like, I had a flick through that book, and like,
No wonder the pages are stuck together.
and if you like flick through that book and you just like halt on a certain page, there will be something hilarious on it. Like, it doesn't take long to find some kind of gay part in the book. It's really funny. Have like a random flick through and see if you can just find something funny. Okay, so just flick through the book.
The look of the unicorn's face changes slightly. His once joyful expression transforms into one of contempt and utter disappointment. So real men
Sure,
don't
we're used
like
to that.
dinosaurs, the unicorn asks. Fucking hell,
That's
man.
so hard right now.
Reader beware, you're in for a boner.
I mean, that's a great blurb. It's a great book, really. I mean, yeah, you're welcome.
when your wife's ghost is in the closet, talking like marbles and calling your name, don't answer her, This is a ghost trick and not safe. Stick to the spooky stories, goofball. Chuck Tingle. Is he alright?
Is he a real person?
Yeah.
Is he like an AI and he's just like randomly writing all of these books?
Acknowledgements.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the men that haunt butts. You are the real soul of scary books.
All the men that haunt
No
butts.
thanks to Ted Cobbler, a snake in the grass who was scared of everything, even kid movies rated PG and PG-13.
So he's venting his personal vendettas in the foreword of his own book.
Yeah.
I love it. I like it a lot.
Fucking hell.
Great. Anyway,
hilarious.
have you got anything that you want to talk about?
In the spirit of Christmas,
Yeah.
I was having a look on the internet.
Is it Christmas?
earlier.
I didn't realise it was Christmas.
And I've had a really cool thread. 18 Christmas disasters that will make you feel bad for laughing.
Okay.
A selection of my favourite ones here. The first 10 are shit. So, number 10,
Good so far.
the skunk.
Yeah.
This is American, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
My uncle discovered a skunk in the garage one Christmas. The men in the family came up with a genius plan to cover it with a towel so its stink couldn't escape.
That is foolproof.
It failed miserably.
Okay. Yeah.
All 25 of us spent that Christmas crammed in my grandparents' back room furthest away from the garage. We had towels tied over our noses, eating crackers, while the Christmas meal sat cold on the table because it smelt so bad.
Skunks are horrible, aren't they?
Yeah.
This is
This is what I think my favourite one. Number 12.
Yeah.
The kitten. One Christmas morning we woke up and oh my god, there was a kitten under the tree. This was the best thing we've ever seen. But the kitten took one look at us and started throwing itself around the lounge, tearing the presents to shreds. We started crying and it kept running into the windows. Our parents came down and yelled, "Who let this cat into the house?" Turns out it was a wild kitten that climbed in the window during the night and got stuck inside.
A wild kitten. A wild kitten. Do they exist? Is that a real thing? Are there wild cats? Well, obviously that.
Story number 13.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. And who the fuck are you?
It's a good name for the show, actually. Merry Christmas.
The weekend before Christmas, my sister was on the phone to my mother when suddenly my mother says, "Okay, honey, I have to go. I'm getting married today." Married? To who? That Christmas was incredibly awkward, since my mother married a man none of us have ever knew or even heard of. Just a few weeks after divorcing my dad, who she'd been married to for 40 years, she'd married some random stranger. Like, what do you say? Merry Christmas? Who the fuck are you?
You should not marry anyone unless you have been with them for over a year.
Yeah.
It's like I find it really silly how they're like, "Oh yeah, it was love at first sight." Is that a real thing? I don't think it is a real thing. You can't possibly have a deep love for someone emotionally after just looking at them across a room. That's bullshit.
I did.
Did you?
Alright, let's have a look. Where's the other one? There was one really good one.
I'll just let that slide, Jason.
Oh, you'll like this one.
Oh no, we're out of chocolates.
Imagine being a big Catholic family. My grandparents, their 6 children, and their significant others, and a total of 14 grandkids.
Christ.
All I remember is my uncle swinging the door open, striding in, wearing a shiny sequined purple shirt, holding his partner's hand, and yelling at the top of his voice, "Dad, I'm gay." Then my grandpa, standing up from his chair, walks over to the liquor cabinet, opening it, taking out his big bottle of royal whiskey and taking a huge swig, without saying a word.
I'm gay.
My childhood dog was about 14 and had gone blind earlier that year.
This is going to make me sad.
No.
It's
not.
Christmas, Jason. Don't bring the show down.
I guess since he couldn't see, he got confused by there being a tree inside the house.
Right.
While we were all sitting around the room, he peed on the tree and blew up all the lights. The tree even started smoking. He walked away completely unfazed. Then we had him put down.
Please tell me that's not how the story ended. That's not how any story should end.
So they're my favourite Christmas disaster stories.
It's a very stressful time of year, Christmas, isn't it?
Nah.
No, it is.
Piss, really.
No, but it is though, because it's you and your family, and everyone is so concentrated together. Everyone's been boozing, and it's almost like forced fun, isn't it? It's almost like you are trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
And if there's lots of you trying to have a good time, I think that's when it cracks, and then people end up having big arguments and stuff over board games. over Monopoly.
Flip the Monopoly table.
Flip the Monopoly.
Elbow your man in the face and just storm
Have
out.
anyone ever finished a game of fucking Monopoly? I don't think they have. I don't think anyone in the history of the world has finished Monopoly.
No, surely not.
It just takes so long.
It's a good game though, isn't it? If you're winning.
If you're losing. It's
just...
the worst game because it takes 45 years to have one game.
Yeah.
So it's not my favourite. Anyway, shall we read the email that we got sent?
Oh!
It's your Christmas present, Jason, really. Hi, Catters.
Hey!
Haven't heard you guys talk about the Spider-Man films in a while. Are you okay? What does Jason think of them? Thanks, Charlie from Sweden. So, have you seen any of the Spider-Man films? Because we used to talk about Spider-Man films a lot on the show. Way before you were around, mate, right? It was before you.
Before I even
We used to talk about
show.
Spider-Man films all of the time. And obviously, Charlie from Sweden...
loves Spider-Man.
Loves Spider-Man. And he's a bit concerned how we haven't talked about it for a while.
I bet he's got a Spider-Man fetish when he goes on Pornhub.
Is that a real thing, Spider-Man?
I don't know, but it is with Charlie.
I mean, there's
Love you, Charlie.
I mean, there's almost certainly some like Spider-Man subsection of
Well, the Grinch
porn.
has been searched 2.5 million
The
times
Grinch.
on Pornhub.
No, I dread to think what would happen if you searched the Grinch porn. Just be like a middle-aged man covered in green body paint.
Vile. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man films.
Take it and leave it. Not really that fussed, to be honest.
Charlie, that was worth sending in the email. But actually, I'm not too fussed.
I've seen they've released an animated one of it, which looks fucking horrendous. Have you seen that?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's amazing.
Doubt it.
It's got 100% on Rotten
I haven't watched
Tomatoes.
any of them since the first guy done it, like the Spider-Man that was released in like 2002.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I liked his ones.
Yeah.
I haven't got time for the others.
There you go, Charlie.
You picked the wrong host to ask this question, Charlie.
About Spider-Man.
If only Ben said I'd have other friends that you could do the show with,
Yeah.
then maybe I'd be able to talk Spider-Man. But with me, nah, fuck off.
That was worth it.
Get out.
Right.
Keep listening to the show, though. Love you. Tell your friends.
Thank you, Charlie.
Because Sweden are now third in the table.
Right. Shall we do a festive edition of Cat's Comment Corner?
You're not wearing your Christmas hat.
Shall I wear it for this segment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got Christmas music for this?
I have not got Christmas music. It'll just be the standard music that we always
Do you want me to sing Jingle Bells at the same time?
At the same time?
Yeah, so you play that and my Jingle Bells at the same time, so it's the Christmas version.
Okay.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
That's the real corner.
Anyway, so I've got some of the best Christmas cracker jokes.
Oh, here we go.
So I'm going to read out a few of them for you. What did Santa do when he went speed dating?
Shot his bolt in a woman's face.
I mean, weirdly, that isn't what I've got here.
Oh.
He pulled a cracker. What does Miley Cyrus have for her Christmas dinner?
Santa's shot bolt in her face. There's a thing going on my answers here.
Twerky. Because she twerks, or she tries to twerk. What do you give a dog for Christmas?
A bone.
No. Close.
An elf.
No. A mobile bone, as opposed to a mobile phone. Good, isn't it? Why did the pony have to gargle?
Because had Santa's bolt load in her face.
Can you please? Like, now you said it so often that I have to keep the original comments in.
The awful thing is, I'm thinking about Santa's load whilst reading Chris Tingles presents Santa's
Chris
load in
Tingles,
your face.
Chuck Tingle.
Chuck Tingle.
Get his name right. Who the fuck is Chris Tingle? Hi, Chris Tingle. Merry Christmas. Who the fuck are you? Because it was a little horse. That's why the pony had to gargle.
Oh,
Because it was a little bit horse.
How was that a Christmas joke?
Speaking of horses, what's a horse's favourite TV show? I really like this one.
Only Fools and Horses.
No.
Oh.
Neighbours. That's good. I like that one a lot. What happened to the man who stole an advent calendar? If you mention Santa's load, I'm going to be really annoyed.
He done time or something?
What happened to the man who stole an advent calendar?
Colander?
What happened to the man who stole an advent calendar? He got 25 days.
Hey. Of Santa's load in his face.
25 days worth of load. Oh, that's a lot. What do you call a woman who stands between two goalposts?
Goalkeeper.
A net.
Hey.
That was a good one. Wasn't it?
Oh.
And that's it.
Oh.
So, okay. What has 4 legs but can't walk?
Bobby when he shits himself and jumps down the stairs.
A table. Again, some of those weren't really Christmas themed.
No.
But, it's from the Daily Mail, so No, it's from the Mirror, so...
Well, if it's from the Daily Mail, then it probably weren't true.
I mean, yeah.
I just hit the table.
Great. I mean, that'll definitely come up on the show.
Do you know what else will come on the show?
Santa's gonna come for you
Santa's
or something.
load. All over your face. 25 days worth. Merry Christmas!
I really hope none of my family ever listen to this show. So, on that note, why don't you say a Merry Christmas to all of our listeners?
To all of our
What
listeners.
we need, also, by the way, is a name for our listeners, like Sweet Connectors or something.
Cum stains.
What? You know what? We have to end the show now before you literally jizz
what can
your
we
pants.
give a name to our groupies?
Our groupies. Don't call them that.
The connectors.
The Connectors.
The sweet connectors.
Connect 4. Connectors.
Because we only got 4 listeners. Connect 4.
And 2 of them are in this room.
Yeah.
Connectors, there we go.
To all our listeners who
our connectors.
celebrate Christmas, have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. To the rest of them who don't celebrate Christmas, go fuck yourselves.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
See you later.
And a Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
But before we go, I did promise you guys that I would release the full unedited outtakes of when Jason attempted to do the outro when he was really drunk. So take it away, Drunk Jason. So Jason, if you want more Sweet Connection in your life, then where can you find us?
Well, Ben, we're on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean. And if you want to support the show, you can give us a 5-star rating or a thumbs up, or you can even recommend the show to a friend.
What about social media?
Well, we are on Facebook at Sweet Connection Podcast, or we're also on Twitter fuck!
To go.
Well, Ben, we're on Facebook at We Connection Podcast.
Let's try that again, shall we? 3, 2, 1.
Well, Ben, we're on Facebook at We Connect.
And 3, 2, 1.
Well, Ben, we're on Facebook at Sweet Connection Podcast, and we're also on Twitter at We See underscore.
What are you saying?
We're also on Facebook at oh fuck. Well, Ben, we're also on Facebook at We Sweet Connection.
What do you mean, we? Why you keep saying We Sweet Connection? At the Sweet Connection, you fucking idiot.
Let's start again.
Moving on.
Right.
Try again.
5 seconds of silence. Well, Ben, we're also on Facebook at
Fucking hell. You know what, Jason? You've had the chance. All right, Jason. You've got one last, and it is 3, 2, 1.
Well, Ben, we're also on Facebook at Sweet Connection Podcast, and we're also on Twitter at SweetC_podcast. And if you want to email in a question or a topic to the show, just email us at thesweetconnection@outlook.com.
A massive thanks to CIPP for all our various jingles.
And thank you for listening. And until next time, cheerio.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Christ, that was emotional. Have a word with yourself, Jason.